it's Morgan with the Rotoscopers, and today I am giving you an art book-ish review. It's called Disney During World War II, How the Walt Disney Studio Contributed to Victory in the Air. So like I mentioned, this isn't really an art book. You know, the typical, the Art of Frozen, the Art of Big Hero 6. It's more of a history book during this period of the Walt Disney Studios. This is a very important era because many of the animators were drafted. They didn't have the funds to go and produce those feature-length films that they had been, so they did a lot of package films, and at the same time they also did a lot of work for the military, and that brought in money during this time because the military needed propaganda and short films and logos created and all sorts of things. So this book chronicles all the things that Disney did to help out during the war. Alright, so the book is divided into a few chapters. The first one, we have an introduction about how Disney got involved in the war. Then we have propaganda, we have short films, we have military insignia, and then we have the film Gremlins. Hold on, one more, see if I missed it. Entertainment shorts. So we're going to talk about all of those, and they're divided in each one of those sections. Now, what I think was the most interesting, which I consider myself a Disney buff, but this was something new that I learned about the film Gremlins. So this was sort of the feature film that should have or could have been, and it was about these little gremlins that would basically, in World War II, it was a little fairy tale, I guess, they would kind of just try to mess up military aircrafts and sabotage them, I guess. And so the film was about that, and it got scrapped very early on. It was never made, but there was a lot of concept art about that film. There's actually about 8 pages worth of the film's storyboards, which is really neat because you can basically see the film from start to finish. Back in the day, they would just pin every storyboard up on the wall and you could see them, and that's basically, they took a photo of that and you get to see that. So I thought it was really interesting. I love seeing, the development of films of what could have been, what should have been, what not. So then with all the other things, the propaganda, the short films, the military insignias, we get to see not too much art, unfortunately, but they don't just show you the finished art. Sometimes they'll show you cells, they'll show you sketches, they'll show you rough models. And so I thought that was interesting because we just didn't just see, here's a poster. Great, you get to see the development of that. But this book is incredibly text heavy, as you are seeing in the flip through. It's about 85% text and then the rest are images. There are a few big pages where it's just art, but those are few and far between. The purpose of this book really isn't just to stun you visually, it's more to educate you verbally. Yeah. I would equate this book to the J.B. Kaufman Snow White books. Those do have art, but especially the big one, but they mostly are focused on the history. So if you really want a deep dive about this era, this is definitely the book for you. It's a fascinating read, and this is probably one of the only places where you can get it this all engraved in one place with all the images, so definitely check it out. It's a pretty cool read. Alright guys, as an art book, I'm gonna give this book 2 stars. It's not an art book, and so I think going into this you need to realize that you don't go into this for the art. But as just a general book about history, I'm gonna give it 4 stars. It's very well done. It's not too long where it's overbearing. Sometimes those Snow White art books, they just took a very long time to get through, and this is definitely manageable. We could get through this in a day. Alright guys, in the comments below, let me know your favorite Disney wartime short. Also, thumbs up this video and subscribe for more art book reviews. Until next time, I'm Morgan, and this is the Rotoscopers YouTube. Bye.